To the Health Minister. The rural doctor shortage crisis is a disgrace and a shameful indictment. The Charles Sturt University School of Rural Medicine in the central west of New South Wales is training doctors in the bush for practice in the bush, but for half a decade has been restricted by the government to only 37 Commonwealth-supported student places each year. This isn't good enough. When will your government deliver more medical student places to Charles Sturt University so it can train more country doctors that are so desperately needed?
Call to the Minister for Health and the Minister for the National Disability Insurance Scheme.
Thank you, Speaker. I thank the member for Clare for his question and for his persistent advocacy around improving healthcare services, not just in his community but in rural Australia more broadly. I'll come to the question of CSPs because I think he's aware that there is a tender open right now. But can I refer to the College of GPs Health of the Nation report this morning, an annual report that the College has delivered now for 9 years, I think, since the former government got rid of the Beach data set that used to track activity in general practice. It's an important contribution. And one of the highlights of this morning's report was to say that for the first time in many years, the number of GPs in a full-time equivalent sense has started to increase again. And that is a good thing for the country. It reflects determined work to make general practice more attractive for junior doctors as they consider their future career after finishing medical school. But the member does highlight the fact that there has been limited growth in medical school training places for many years now, often because of pretty determined opposition from the medical community itself, including the AMA, over the years. Over the last several years, this government has added a number of new medical schools, or is in the process of adding new medical schools, particularly outside of our major cities. James Cook University in far north Queensland, Darwin for the first time will have its own medical school. A number of other places have been added over the last several years as well. There are currently, I think, 100 Commonwealth-supported places for medical schools open for tender. And Charles Sturt University and other universities are able to apply for that. Obviously, it is a competitive process and that will be conducted at arm's length from myself and from the Education Minister. We have asked in the tender, as I understand it, for universities to indicate a particular focus on general practice because although we want to see doctors more broadly come into the system, we are prioritising an increase in general practice above all things else because we know that a well-functioning general practice scheme is utterly central to a well-functioning healthcare system. So I welcome the question. Obviously, I can't comment on the tender which is open right now, but more doctors, more bulk billing, more urgent care and even cheaper medicines are the 4 key pillars of our strengthening Medicare agenda.
Yeah.